Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively, and I have one of my camp projects here. We used the Delicate Pines for camp. It's an online exclusive, and what I love about it is when I stamp with my friends, we may do stuff that's a little bit different than what I planned. So this was my original project. So I stamped on the basic white, and I added the beautiful velvet paper behind it, which is lovely. But as I was demonstrating the card, because I feel like my little teacher heart needs to demonstrate the card, we decided to do the stamping on the velvet. Game changer, friends. So I'm going to use Pretty Peacock as my base color, and this is the Pretty Velvet paper. It is an online exclusive. It comes in red, green, and white, as it should for Christmas, right? So I'm going to stamp this down in the peacock, which we love. Look how pretty that is. Can you see how much more subtle it is than on the basic white? Just totally different. This is just so muted. Okay, so while I have my Pretty Peacock open, I'm going to stamp this inside sheet so I can close it up and move it out of the way. And I should make sure my words are going the right way. Warmest winter wishes in the Pretty Peacock. I'm going to close that up and go with my Old Olive. And if you say that's a weird color combination, why did you decide to do that? Because Stampin' Up! Told me to. That's what they used in that DSP. And I'm not silly enough to do it different than the way they do it, because they obviously know what they're doing. So I'm going to let them do their thing. So for those of you who follow me in other places, you know, last week I was in Las Vegas with my demonstrator friends. It was fantastic. What a blessing to get to hang out with your like-minded friends. I mean, we just had so much fun. There was so much laughing and just enjoying each other in amazing ways. So, okay, so there are 3 dots in the middle of this. Let me see if I can make it close enough. Look at me zooming in. Who am I? So see those 3 dots? So if I line up those 3 dots, I can be right on top of the lines. But what I did here, and what I'm going to do on this one, is offset it just a little bit. So I'm going to twist and try to be in between the lines instead of right on top. I mean, tell me you're impressed. I'm impressed with myself. Oh, before I close this up, I just looked over. Look, I have schmutz. I mean, I know you guys never do that, so you don't ever know how to do this, but I line my schmutz up with the stamp, so I've covered it beautifully. Now no one knows I schmutzed in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. And now we're going to do a little sum assembly required. I've zoomed in quite a bit, so I need to stay in my little window. So this piece of Pretty Peacock, I'm folding it 4 1/4, and I've cut 1 inch off. And I cut that 1 inch off so that I could see my words across the bottom. So I'm going to seal this in. Just like this. So I sealed that in just like that. Now I'm going to fold this down, and right on top, I'm going to put a piece of that Pretty DSP. This side's beautiful. This is that salt technique. And since I already used the other side, I'm going to use this side so that when I take a photo, you can see the different sides. That's what I love about our designer series paper is we always have two sides, and normally it's two beautiful sides. I need to move this up because I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to stay in my little space. Okay, so now I'm going to die cut this. With my mini boss. So when I designed this card, I pulled out this pretty ribbon to use. It's shaded spruce and seafoam. Because in my head, I was going to run that right across the front. I never did. And then on this, with this side, I wasn't sure I liked it as well. So I just decided not to use it. But I had it out in case somebody decided they needed it. One of the things we did find out, if we didn't stamp this and give it a minute to dry, it did put some color on my plates. So if we just chose to kind of wipe it off so that the next project didn't get a little bit of ink on it. So Stampin' Up! Spoiled us at this event called Backstage. But we got to talk a lot about business and why they do what they do. So if you're a demonstrator and you didn't get to attend, maybe next time, because it's well worth it. Okay, so now let's put this. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. So again, here it is. I'll put them so you can see them both. So there it is. I got on my flannel. It was a little cooler this morning than it has been. So I put this on and then it kind of warmed up. I'm going to stick some dimensionals on this. Can you over dimensional? It's always a question we have. So I'm going to put this right on here. Now, one of my favorite gems, online exclusive, faceted snowflakes. Friends, these are happy gems. So they come in cherry cobbler and pretty peacock and clear. So on this one, the cherry cobbler just looks beautiful. See, I'll add one over here so you can see. Then there's a clear one here and a pretty peacock. On this one, I think I'm gonna put, they call them snowflakes, but they kind of look like stars. Look how pretty that is. On this dark, I bought a shirt that had some rhinestones on it and one of them fell out, and these might be good replacements for the rhinestone. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so which one do you like better? Do you like it with the salted background or the patterned? And do you like it better on the cardstock or on that velvet? I'm telling you, this, you just want to touch this just because it looks so pretty. All right, friends, that's Delicate Pines, my way. Have a good one. Chat at you soon. Bye.